You're transitioning to an industrial job site, and your first thought is probably about your feet. Nobody wants to spend 10 hours a day dragging around 3 pounds of clunky, rigid leather. So you grab your phone and search for a Nike steel-toe sneaker, hoping to bring your gym shoe comfort to the concrete floor. Nike steel-toe work boots do not exist. The company has never manufactured an ASTM-certified safety shoe for commercial sale. If you search online right now, you'll find blogs pointing you toward the Nike Woodside Chukka or the Oneonta, calling them safety boots. They aren't. They are standard lifestyle sneakers. Walking past the gates of a regulated site wearing a pair of Oneontas will trigger an immediate failed PPE inspection. Best case scenario, you are sent home unpaid. Worst case, you are fired. The real danger is physical. A lifestyle sneaker offers zero compression resistance. If an 80-pound piece of equipment slips, it will shatter your toes instantly. A rugged aesthetic means nothing. The only thing standing between a comfortable shift and a permanent injury is the ASTM F2413 safety label stitched inside the tongue. You might be wondering why a multi-billion-dollar athletic brand chooses to ignore such a massive demand for comfortable workwear. The answer traces back to 1993, when Nike launched a massive global recycling initiative called the Grind Program. For 30 years, they have collected millions of sneakers and run them through industrial shredders to produce rubber granules used in running tracks and playgrounds. The issue is mechanical. That industrial shredding machinery handles foam, rubber, and mesh perfectly, but it cannot process solid metal. Introducing steel or alloy toe caps into their consumer line would destroy the equipment and contaminate the output stream with metal shards. Building an entirely new, parallel recycling infrastructure just to separate out metal components would bankrupt the Grind program entirely. Nike's commitment to this specific sustainability loop creates a literal, physical barrier to manufacturing safety footwear. You have to look elsewhere for that gym shoe feel. Knowing what you can't buy is only half the battle. Now we need to find the exact certified safety shoe that matches your specific job site constraints. If your priority is absolute minimum weight and a true athletic profile, you are looking at the Timberland Pro Reaction or the Keen Vista Energy Low. Traditional leather work boots weigh up to 30 ounces per foot. These engineered mesh options cut that weight down to around 13 ounces. Because they use athletic foam midsoles instead of stiff leather welts, they flex naturally with your foot. You get high energy return on every step and zero break-in time out of the box. But that mesh construction comes with strict vulnerabilities. It allows moisture right through to your socks, and the low-cut collars leave your ankles completely unsupported. Choosing the pure gym shoe profile requires a compromise. You give up weather protection and stability on rough outdoor terrain to gain absolute indoor agility. If your day involves walking through security access controls at a distribution center, airport, or government facility, your priority shifts completely. You might look at the Keen San Jose. It uses an aluminum alloy toe, which meets the highest impact ratings while cutting significant weight compared to steel. But alloy is still metallic. Every time you cross the checkpoint, it will trigger the metal detector, forcing secondary screenings shift after shift. The true detector-safe alternative is a fiberglass composite toe, like you'll find in the Brunt Marin. It offers the exact same impact protection without conducting electricity or setting off security alarms. The trade-off with the Brunt is structural. It uses a traditional Goodyear welt and a full leather upper. It's headier, and you will spend your first 3 to 5 shifts breaking it in. Checkpoint workers face a strict binary choice: the lightweight comfort of alloy paired with constant alarm delays, or the heavy-duty convenience of a true composite. Then there is the warehouse and assembly line crowd. If you are covering 8 to 15 miles a day on poured concrete, a basic mesh sneaker will fail you. Flat, unforgiving surfaces deliver cumulative compressive shocks straight up your leg. Over a 10-hour shift, that repetitive loading is exactly what causes metatarsalgia and plantar fasciitis. To fix this, you need engineered structural support, which is the exact design focus of the Merrell Moab 3 and the Ariat Treadfast. This diagram illustrates the mechanics. Air cushion heel systems and specialized ATS arch shanks absorb the kinetic shock and disperse it horizontally across the footbed before it reaches your joints. These boots also feature extra depth, allowing you to remove the factory inserts and slide in prescription custom orthotics if you already manage chronic foot issues. To accommodate those supportive structures, these boots are physically bulkier and trap more body heat during the summer than a thin athletic upper. But if you are working long shifts on concrete, trading a sleek profile for targeted relief from nerve and arch pain is the smartest investment you can make. Let's address the specific challenge female workers face. Many are purchasing their first safety shoe and desperately trying to avoid wearing a clunky men's boot in a smaller size. The industry standard for decades has been shrink and pink, using a men's foot mold or last to build a smaller boot. This physically displaces the arch support and leaves the heel cup too wide, causing chronic friction and blisters. Brands are correcting this. The Carhartt Rugged Flex women's boot is engineered specifically to solve the anatomical mismatch. Because it is built on a genuine women's last, the heel cup locks in securely, the arch hits precisely where it should, and the forefoot geometry accounts for natural toe splay. There is no reason to accept the physical pain of anatomically incorrect safety footwear. The correctly engineered options are out there and fully certified. Out of all the top-tier athletic work shoes available, your final decision ultimately comes down to filtering them through your specific daily workflow. Your primary filter is your environment. Do you need indoor agility, outdoor durability, or a non-metallic toe? For long-term value, follow the path to resoleable options like the Brunt Marin. For lowest upfront cost with ASTM compliance, choose the Keen Flint 2. Finding your Nike equivalent depends on a precise calculation of your floor surface, security gates, and foot shape. Keep the core rule in mind. Ignore the swoosh and ignore unverified blogs claiming to sell you a fantasy. Before you ever step onto a job site, check the inside tongue of the shoe. If it doesn't say ASTM F2413, a safety officer is going to turn you around at the gate. Real comfort on the job comes from the combination of an athletic fit and the absolute certainty that your feet are legally and physically protected.